Hi all, today we are going to discuss about what is data type, what is the use of data type, different types of data types and also its uses. To declare a variable in C programming, we need to specify a data type. This will define two things: what type of data that variable will hold and how much memory is required to store data. Now, we will look into different types of data types. There are three different types of data types available in C programming: primary data types, derived data types, and user defined data types. Primary data types. Primary data types are the fundamental data types in C. They are void, int, char, double, etc. Int declare an integer type data. For example, 10, 100, 1000, any negative or positive values. Char denotes a character type. Void, it holds no value. Float is used to denote a floating point type. These are some of the examples which will demonstrate how we will use these data types in our program. Void data types are mainly used with method declaration, which will not return any value. Here, in this program, int main is a method in which int is the data type and main is the method name. Since this method is an integer type, it should return an integer value, which is returned 0 in this program. So, instead of int, if we are using void with a method, that means it won't return any value. We can remove return statement from the program. Modifiers in C language. The amount of memory space to be allocated for a variable is derived by modifiers. Modifiers are prefixed with basic data types to modify, either increase or decrease, the amount of storage space allocated to a variable. The following are the modifiers available in C language: short, long, signed, and unsigned. Here, we will take int data type with the modifiers as you can see in the figure. When we add modifiers with the data types, storage size and range of data types varies. For example, storage space for int data type is 4 byte for 32-bit processor. We can increase the range by using long int, which is 8 byte. We can decrease the range by using short int, which is 2 byte. In 16-bit processor, int and short int having same storage size, that is 2. Derived data types. Those data types which are derived from fundamental data types are called derived data types. Functions, arrays, and pointers are derived data types in C language. Arrays. These are sequence of data items having homogeneous values. They have adjacent memory location to store values. In this example, marks is an array variable which will hold 5 integer type values. Pointers. These are powerful C features which are used to access the memory and deal with the address. As you know, every variable is a memory location and every memory location has its address defined, which can be accessed using ampersand operator, which denotes an address in memory. A pointer is a variable whose value is the address of another variable, that is direct address of the memory location. For example, int star p, that means pointer that points to an integer type. User defined data types. Data types which are defined by the user as per his or her will are called user defined data types. Structure. It is a package of variables of different types under a single name. Struct keyword is used to define a structure. Union. These allow storing various data types in the same memory location. Programmers can define a union with the different members, but only a single member can contain a value at a given time. Enum. Enumeration is a special data type that consists of integral constant and each of them is assigned with a specific name. Enum keyword is used to define the enumerated data type. Structures are aggregate data types. For example, can create a structure which contains an integer, a float, and a string. This grouping of data types into a single structure may have particular meaning to your application. For example, a banking application will require some form of customer record, which will probably consist of an account number, name, address, balance, etc. It seems logical to store these different items in such a way that they are accessible as a unit or using a single reference. The struct keyword allows us to design such a collection of data items. Unions allows to create variables which share common memory space. Unions are a bit like structure in that they appear to be an aggregate data type. However, the main difference is that the union members occupy overlapping memory areas. Enumeration. Enum it is mainly used to assign names to integral constant. The names make a program easy to read and maintain. It allows us to create our own symbolic names for a list of related data. This is an example of enum. So here this is how we declare in C. Here enum is the keyword and days of week is the enum variable and Sunday to Saturday are the enumerator. These are list of constants separated by commas. By default, state or value of the first enumerator is 0 and it will incremented by 1. Here, value of Monday is 1 and the value of Saturday is 6. That's all about different types of data types in C. Thank you.